On lighting gasification stoves. So I got two gas stoves that I'm gonna light up. One with these cotton pads that have been soaked in wax. So this is actually one pad right here that's been cut up into 4 pieces, and here I got some fat wood, and I'm gonna light these up using this. But first I'm gonna use this to light everything up. So here I go. I think in a previous video I did it. One of them I failed, one of them I did okay. So let's see if I can do it on the first try. So this time getting a little bit of help from my son, and this time hopefully he's not going to breathe too heavy. So here we go. I'll scrape some of this ferro rod, and it'll be easier to light it. Okay, there we go. I think it's lit. Yeah, it is lit. So I'm going to start by lighting this up. Just a corner. Once I light this one up. Nope, that one didn't work. Takes a little while. There it goes. Let me get this one actually. It didn't light up. Everything takes a little while. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's drop it in there. We want to show a video of the inside. Okay, there it is, and then stay there. And then here, let me see. Here's the other 2 pieces. Let me just light these up. And so just kind of spread it out a little bit. And one more here. And I'll use this to light up the fat wood. So as I'm talking, I just want to let you know some things that I found to be a problem. Is that I try to pretend like this is actually like a chimney starter, and try to start the fire from the bottom, and it just really smoked a lot. It didn't work well. So just a tip, you want to start from the top down. That's the kind of fire this is, or that's the way this stove works, is from the top down. So I don't know which one's going to be better. So I did obviously start the wax first. So I'm assuming that the wax one was going to actually start gasifying faster. That's my assumption. We'll see if that's actually going to happen. So there it is. Let me just make a couple more comments here. So the idea of this stove is that the heat starts warming everything up, and the wax, when it melts, it'll hit the pellets, and that'll actually wick more of the wax and then heat that one up as well. As the inside gets warmed up, what happens is the outer ring right here, the ring between this can and that can, that air will heat up, and then it'll suck the air down. So after a while, you'll see the smoke being sucked down to the bottom, and then that smoke comes back through up. It's really very almost counterintuitive. What you would think is the air is going up, but it's actually getting sucked down to the middle, and then through the layer between the 2 cans, it'll actually come up, and through those holes on the side, it'll actually regasify, burn twice. So it's actually being burned twice. So here is the what is this? This is the fat wood, and that one's just going to take a little bit longer, because I think everything just takes a little bit longer to melt the pine resin, to heat that up, and then that pine resin will start going down, and then the wood pellets will start heating up. So this one just takes a little bit longer. This one just, the wax melts super fast, and then once that gets going, and then it'll spread the fire to everything else. So that's the main thing. I think either way you can't go wrong. I wanted to do these two because this one's super cheap. I mean, in fact, what I just did, you can do with a cotton ball soaked in Vaseline, so that'll work just fine. If you don't want to use what I use, just use cotton ball with Vaseline. That's one way. You can use fat wood. I think that's a very common thing to do. If you just use regular wood that's been feathered, I just don't think that fire is going to last as long, and it's just harder to get things going. So this one's gasifying already, you can tell. That's been about 3 minutes. It's already gasifying. You can tell by the sides right there. Yeah. This one's not gasifying yet, but it should in about a minute. It just took a little bit longer to get going. Great little stoves. I made these. I don't remember. The first one took me a while. And I made some mistakes. So the first one, which is this one, I made these vents a little too, I think it was too high. So I need to lower it, and I ended up making too many vents. But it still works fine. This one, notice these ones, they were much cleaner, and I put the vents where I needed to put them, and that's about it. This one's starting to gasify a little bit. No, not yet. Not yet. So that's my main thing, is put the tinder where you're actually starting the fire on top, and then the heat will go down, and then the smoke will get sucked to the middle. It will get smoke will get stuck to the bottom and reburn, and then come through the holes in the sides. So that's how gasification works. Right now I'm using wood pellets, and by the way, these wood pellets that I have, you can kind of see it. These wood pellets, I got it from Orchard Supply, $6 for 40 pounds. That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't even have a wood pellet stove, so this is going to last me all winter, maybe a year, maybe 2 years worth of wood pellets. Super, super cheap, so I highly recommend it. Get it from there. I think Orchard Supply sells it. Home Depot sells it. Lowe's sells it. Actually, you know what? I got it from Lowe's. My mistake. But I did see both of them. And over there, it's a little bit more expensive, maybe $8 for a 40-pound bag. Lowe's was $6. It was actually $5.70 or something like that with tax. Super, super cheap. Oh, yeah, now it's gasifying. See? So that's how the gasification stove, to ignite it, that's the main thing. Again, my mistake is I tried from the bottom. It worked eventually, but not as fast as this. I mean, I think this video right now is going on 6.5 minutes. So we're talking about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes for this one to get going. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes for this thing to get going. Either case, fat wood, cotton ball, cotton pad, that will work. This will work fantastic. Fat wood, I know some people like fat wood. I actually like fat wood a lot now that I've been practicing with it and working with it. That'll work fantastic as well. So there you go. Good luck with your wood stove. Subscribe if you can. Thank you. I'd appreciate it.